everyone to come together and be on board and be Tidepool ambassadors. You don't need to be a Wildcoast staff member to be a Tidepool ambassador, and that's the whole point. We're trying to engage the community to all be ambassadors and stewards for their tide pools and go and tell their friends that they should respect them and, proceed with caution when you're inside of these ecosystems. My name is Lily Mulligan. I'm Wildcoast Ocean Conservation Coordinator. Wildcoast is an international team that conserves coastal and marine ecosystems and addresses climate change through natural solutions. We work here in San Diego and all throughout Mexico to conserve these beautiful places. Tidepool Ambassadors was started in 2020 after everyone fled to the beach when they were all cooped up inside every day. And we started to notice that people weren't respecting the tide pools like they had years prior. With so many people on those ecosystems, we decided we need to do something about protecting them and making sure people are aware that these are really delicate ecosystems and we need to respect them.
Tide pools are places where water accumulates when the tide has receded, and the broad general area is called the intertidal zone. I'm Greg Rouse, and I'm a professor here at Scripps Oceanography and Marine Biology, as well as the curator of the benthic invertebrate collection. So I really work a lot on marine invertebrates, and not especially, but I have in the past worked a lot on intertidal animals. Well, I think tide pools are a window into the deeper sea, so it's an easy way to start to get familiar with what is out there in the deeper ocean. And often it's a stepping stone in a way for people to get attracted into the deeper sea, and you can learn a lot from the intertidal. Just for people out there by themselves looking, you'll see things that are really common, and I think the joy is when you really find something that you haven't seen before or something that's rare.
When you're exploring a tide pool, it's really important to watch where you're walking, make sure you don't step on anything that could be alive. Never take anything home with you, you want to leave it where it's meant to be. Don't overturn rocks because you never know what could be hiding under there.
I also think people need the opportunity to go to the tide pools. Children need to see this. It's an amazing ecosystem, and it allows people to interact with nature in a fairly easy way.
I think seeing kids so engaged about the actual science behind tide pools just fills me with so much joy. Seeing them hold our beautiful recreation and wildlife guides while looking at an animal to see what it's called just makes me so happy. And to know that we're actually making a difference and inspiring these kids to be stewards of the ocean. I've had a lot of local people come up to us and say that over the past few years they have seen so many people destroying these ecosystems, whether it's stepping on, algae, or actually taking lobsters out of their homes, or taking sea stars home with them. They've seen it all, and people have said that since we've done Tidepool Ambassadors and set up these booths to educate people, they've seen the impacts on these ecosystems and the harms done decrease significantly. Tide pools are one of the most unique ecosystems that you can experience on the planet. Think about how diverse these places are. It's really hard to go and see the bottom of the ocean. Few people get to learn how to scuba or even snorkel, but almost anyone could go and see a tide pool for themselves. And you could see animals that most people can only see in an aquarium, but you just walk outside to a tide pool during low tide and you can see it all there.